evening. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to our hangout tonight. We're going to talk about freedom. Freedom is under attack in every way. Freedom to walk outside for fear that you'll get Ebola. You know, people are saying stay 3 feet away from your friends and family. Seriously. Busy, just had a pizza, and you're fat and you still want to get more fat because you don't care. You're starting to feel like, what's it all about? What's it all about, Alfie? Why are you so sad and lonely? No, this is not a musical hour. This is us talking about Ebola and how we're going to stop it without Barack Obama's help, because obviously Obama is not helping at all. He's still allowing flights of Liberians and other Africans, Nigerians into the country. Toronto's looking at somebody right now with possible symptoms. San Francisco's got somebody. I'm going to look at the main news right now to take a look who's popping up around the country with Ebola symptoms. Yeah, exciting, huh? I mean, just what I wanted to talk about. Oh, but no, wait a second. The world is going to be bombarded by another piece of propaganda about ISIS. Don't stop there, folks. Yeah. We're broadcasting something. World reacts to ISIS video. That's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is I'm not really sure what I'm broadcasting on my Hangout. Hang on. Okay, I'm in the Hangout. There we go. Got to move that back in there. Okay. I guess you know I'm secure. Okay, guys, thank you. I kind of had a little momentary lapse of broadcasting over at the Hangout, but we're up and running again. Whew. That was kind of crazy, man. All right, let's take a look here at the screen region. Top story, world reacts to ISIS video showing apparent killing of Alan Henning. Okay, a lot of people are saying there's no blood in these videos. I have not seen the video, so I can't really say. But it's obviously a big concern of all of ours if these are real, not just make-believe. Meow TV says the pandemic was worse than expected then. Highly unlikely, Meow TV said. Hey, Obama, forgot Murphy's Law? He has a French link. Texas tracks 50 exposed to Ebola, 10 at high risk. Thank you. Hey, you know that France24.com is actually a pretty good site. Thank you. France is doing it. RT is doing it. Russia Today is doing it. Everyone's bringing news in. Okay, Texas health officials were monitoring 50 for Ebola exposure on Friday, 10 of whom are at high risk. Meanwhile, leading U.S. health authorities sought to reassure the public that an outbreak of Ebola in the U.S. was unlikely due to the nation's modern healthcare system. Well, that makes me feel so much better. I'm still not going to get within 3 feet of people when I'm at the grocery store. And if somebody's walking around, you know, hacking and vomiting, projectile, try to avoid those people, you know. David, why don't we spray ISIS land with Ebola? Mofo, now you're thinking, do you work for the Pentagon or the CIA? Is that something they would think of? Well, not the whole world, Meow TV. The pandemic, yes. Okay. Checking current domain, iwill.org. Oh, you're working on setting up your will now, Smelly Bear? David, you know you used to be on TV, right? I know. A lot of you met me over at Battle Camp. We used to be on TV in Los Angeles because of Battle Cam's connection at the time. The whole story is scary, Sunstar. It really is. So here, 50 were narrowed down from an initial pool of 100 people. I'm reading it because it's pretend like I'm the missile attack on the Pentagon. You know, I'm making a round turn and I'm reading it over there. For the next 3 weeks, they'll be checking for fever twice daily. Yeah, 21 days, they say, is the incubation period. Well, I'm so glad now that the CDC's reassured me. Everything's just great. Except the World Health Organization said that this could reach epic proportions. 1.4 million dead by 2015, by the beginning of the year. I don't want to be one of those people. We're 28 days away from Blackface 2. Yeah, I'm working on my my get up. I've got something to prop my ears up finally. I figured out something. It turned out to be something I was using around the house. So it was a common everyday product that sold at Ace Hardware. So I'm going to use the ear thing. That'll get my ears. I think that's far enough, you know, in terms of I'm relaxed. Thank you. Yeah, good timing for the zombie apocalypse. Some people are saying this is the preparation for the end of days. That some sort of a secret society has orchestrated the reduction of the population by 90%. And that's one of the theories that we've entertained on our show on Mondays and Tuesdays. There is evidence that the Georgia Guidestones talk about that. We talked about that last night. Something happening in North Korea. A threat to Kim Jong-un. North Korea capital under lockdown amid rumors of a threat to Kim Jong-un. I think it's coming from his sister. Somebody said that his sister was having a little takeover of power or something to that effect. The North Korean capital has been placed under lockdown, according to sources from Pyongyang, raising new questions about the stability of Kim Jong-un's regime. Quoting sources within North Korea, the respected New Focus international news website has reported that ban on new travel passes to leave or enter Pyongyang was introduced on September 27th. Okay, there's something going on, a coup. Yeah, that's what people are saying in the Western media. If it's military-backed coup, then the situation in Pyongyang will be very dangerous. And I've heard reports that Kim has been moved out of the capital. The good thing is there is no evidence of Ebola in North Korea. There's something to be said about limiting flights into your country. Okay, we got a call. Hang on. Here I have to be interrupted from the show. This is a regular event now. All right, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, we're not taking calls from you anymore, buddy. Yeah, and I should wear a belt. That's my thing. Hello, Sarah. Oh, sure, take your time. Yeah, we're not taking calls from people that aren't relevant. Another thing came out about ISIS. ISIS video claiming to show the beheading of Alan Henning, America Threatened. We talked about that. I'll play that video in just a bit. And then that was Call of Duty. We did that game earlier. All right, so world's reacting. Lots of hugs from everybody. Excalibur says, Sarah. Sunstar says, hello, Sarah, hugs. You've got people loving you, Sarah. It's nice to be loved. How are we reporting dead? Wow, what, you lose your username? Man, are you really how are we reporting dead? Many people are worried. I don't want to turn the whole show into an Ebola show because I think that the CDC, they are very confident that they have it under control. So I'm not going to change or alter my life like I've planned on. I did move some clothes in the other closet in case. Mine. You have the master bedroom, Sarah. I'm relinquishing it. Sarah gets the master.
We could call, like I said, we could call the cable company and make that other change.
I do want to make that change. We have a perfectly good studio in the other room. Come on into the light. We have a perfectly good studio in the other room, and we're not using it. It's a full-on studio with a green screen, wall to wall. We're not using it. You know, when we found out that Blog TV was closing a couple of years ago, we rapidly moved into our.
No, we're sitting next to each other. We're not in separate rooms.
We're in the same room. We rapidly moved into our abode. Let me drop your chair a little bit. Ooh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't mean to do that to you.
Okay.
You can bring it up a little bit if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll be shorter than you.
No, here.
It's okay.
Well, here, I'll drop my chair.
No, don't drop your chair. I hate that.
Okay, now you're up. Okay, good. The move was to get near the Ethernet, to get a better connection, because we were going to broadcast on multiple networks. Right during that time period, Blog TV was shutting down. We were getting XSplit, which gave us the ability to multicast, which we're broadcasting on Ustream and JustCast and Vaughn at the same time. And it all came together, but we had to move everything into the closet, which means I had to create a fake, like a short green screen, a temporary thing. And it's been 2 years now, this temporary setup. So I would love to go back into our studio. I think I almost have to in order to do the upcoming Halloween show by myself. Because it's going to involve, jumping and running. And doing some break dancing and tap dancing, a lot of things. We've been on the air for
Exactly,
6 years.
Mofo.
Smelly Bear, we've been doing broadcasting continuously every day except Sunday for 6 years. We've done over 1,760 or 70 shows.
Not just months, years.
Years. No, I'm not adjusting Sarah's hair. I'm not going to do what...
Chair.
Chair. Oh, hair's chair. Oh, sorry. The breakdancing is going to be incredible. Yeah. Are you still in the room, Rodney? What, do you have multiple names? Oh, we banned you last night. Yeah, the breakdancing is going to be very incredible because I plan on breaking my my back doing it. You know, I'm thinking of putting a mattress on the floor so I can do it properly. Oh, you're older than me? Okay. Lag? Possible. We are broadcasting at our Hangout. I'll show you the Hangout page over here. See? That's you. Look at how beautiful you look on the Hangout with your glasses off. It's great.
I have to say, I think it's backwards.
What? You do?
Yep.
So it has to be this way, reverse? So the whole gaming show is, okay.
Well, I don't understand why that's reversed, but it says it's right on there.
Yeah.
Well, do you check the link?
I didn't check the link. No, you want to check that?
Yeah.
Sarah's going to look at the link for our broadcast, our YouTube broadcast, to see what it looks like. Yeah. Anyway. World reacts to this guy having his head cut off. At our Hangout, I'll show you the Hangout page over here. See? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so in order for this to be right, it has to be reversed over here. This should be right. That should be right. It stands to reason it would be that way. Okay. Well, we're still not quite there with our Hangouts being perfect, but hey, at least I'm recording these into the hard drive as well. I have considered running for local office. I ran for local office recently in our primary for the state house, and I got over 4,000 votes in my area.
So we talked about that, Smelly Bear, but I think instead we're not going to make it so Dave's wireless. We are going to call the cable company and get them to put the cable to a different room.
666 years ago, the Black Death went into full swing throughout Europe. Wow, Saravok.
Wow, that is spooky, Saravok.
That's a wild statistic. Okay, that alone is weird, and I'm running with the idea that Barack Obama has spent 6.66 trillion over budget since he became president. That's another wild 666 appearance. Yeah, well, the set's always been there. But we had to migrate into this room to get a quick Ethernet connection, and now we have to get our Ethernet back into the other room. I'm going to be doing that myself, Life Invader. Yeah, come in. Don't miss this wonderful experience. I'll be doing a song and dance. It'll be a festive thing, kind of like a harvest fest with an Ebola face kind of person.
No, you just need another 1/10 of a million.
You have only 66 million in the bank? Wow. You need to work harder. You're not going to be able to get through retirement with the coming economic collapse. 66.6 million is equivalent in future dollars to $6.66. You'll be able to buy a pack of cigarettes with that. No, I don't think going as Chris Hansen is appropriate. I have the chat log be front right here, and I was wondering, did you bring any protection? You only have 15,000 in the bank, so that'll be worth $1.50 in 2025. Well, in the year 2525, your money will be worthless if you're still alive. David, you please do some black. No, I'm not doing anything for you, Hannah. You've been very mean to me. So North Korea is under lockdown.
Yes,
the good thing, we ran that story. The good thing is North Korea does not have any Ebola. So having a complete lockdown in their country has been very beneficial for the supreme leader and savior of their race, Kim Jong-un. He killed his girlfriend last year, along with 18 others that did some soft porn. And this guy is now, they say, under attack by his sister. Hey, thank you. It's got the old American red, white, and blue thing going on. Thank you. Your aunt loves you? Your aunt's doing okay? Good. All right. You know, I think we're all settling down. I don't think the Ebola thing is as weird as people are concerned about. I'm not going to get within 3 feet of anybody except you right now. I'm assuming that no one was wheezing and vomiting blood today at your school. So everything's good. Whatever school you go to, any school you go to. Yeah, but a little cough is normal, you know, but if somebody's going around hacking on you, you got to get away quick. It could be airborne. You don't know. It could be like little things of saliva flying out at you. Have you seen spray patterns of saliva and coughing? There's got to be something out there like slow motion.
Oh, please.
Pictures of
that.
Oh, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to gross you out. I want to do things that are happy things. Let's do happy things today.
Happy things.
Let's have fun. Just in time for winter.
Where's the link? Somebody says DC has an infected person.
Okay, DC has link. Let's look up Ebola infections. U.S. Scarier than Ebola, human error.
There we go, Highland Media.
DC Maryland Hospital is evaluating 2 patients right now. Yeah, thank you. Highland Media brought it in. This is from the Washington Post. You have the Huffington Post. Ebola-like symptoms.
No, Methane Bob, I think you're probably the winner on that.
Okay, Richard. Go ahead, Richard. What's your question? You're on with David and Sarah.
Hi, Dave. I'm a first-time caller here. I like a lot of your ideas.
Oh, good. I'm glad. You seem very calm. Are you pretty calm right now? You're not too concerned about the Ebola outbreak? Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty calm, Dave. There's good ease.
Okay. I don't think there's anything to worry about right now, as long as everyone's calm. What's that?
You might want to.
What did he say?
I'm glad you didn't hear it. Let's just say.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the person was saying. Okay, thanks for the call. 2 Washington area hospitals said within hours of each other Friday that they admitted a patient with symptoms and travel histories associated with Ebola. A patient who had recently traveled to Nigeria came to Howard University Hospital in the district overnight, presenting symptoms that could be associated with Ebola. In abundance of caution, we have activated the appropriate infection control protocols, including isolating the patient. What about meeting all the 100 people he saw the past 5 days? Just hours later, Shady Grove Adventist Hospital confirmed that it is evaluating a patient who presented with flu-like symptoms and travel history that matches the criteria for possible Ebola. Sounds like a repeat. Wow. No, Sarah doesn't yawn a lot.
I probably do. I don't watch myself yawn.
Whoa.
I'm not good
No, I'm sorry to yawn.
myself. I'm not good at covering my mouth when I yawn. That's my problem.
That's okay. Well, someday I'll have my new teeth, so when I yawn, you'll have this wonderful smile to look at.
You got a picture of us, and you're carving us into a pumpkin. I would love to see a picture of that. If you take a picture when you're done, Prince of Halloween.
Prince of Halloween. Americans infected with Ebola, possibly 100 others. Yeah.
Yes, I do yawn on every show. 3
infections you should worry about more than Ebola. Oh, this is supposed to make me feel better. 3 infections you should worry about more than Ebola. I assume it's the flesh-eating bacteria that popped up right after bioengineering labs in Florida released information about their ability to create flesh-eating bacteria. No, you have to say who you are. Many sick with Ebola. 4 Americans infected. 4th American infected with Ebola. Contracted in Liberia. All right. Ebola infected patient sent home by Dallas. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the basic news. I don't really want to focus on just Ebola. Violence erupts in Hong Kong as protesters are assaulted. Okay, there's 10 people high on the list of people in Texas that are being looked at. Okay, they've approved the sale of WhatsApp for $19 billion. That's something I wanted to talk about. That's been approved. So George or Mark Zuckerberg can go ahead and spend $19 billion on 2 pages of code with 3 or 4 competitors. That'll be fun. I think smoking's bad for you. Rusty, I haven't heard from Rusty in a long time. Rusty, a long time, man. I haven't heard from you since college. What's going on, man?
Hey, what time does the fucking show?
Oh, God.
Please stop cursing.
Stop calling, Rodney, please. You're not here to be a part of our show anymore. You've been X'd out, dude. I'm going to start up my laptop. The jobless rate falls below 6%. The only problem is you can only keep the jobs for just a short time, and then they fire you. Apparently, we're heading into the Christmas season, so jobless rate is going to drop below 6%. People aren't getting the kind of jobs they used to get, where they had full benefits. Nowadays, in the private sector, only about 10% of the employees get full pension plans now. 10%, whereas government employees, 100% get full pension plans.
I curse every once in a while. Is heck a curse word?
No.
What the heck?
What the heck is not a curse word? That's like saying jeepers. Is that a curse word? Or golly gee, is that a curse word?
Yeah.
So you got your cool little tie-dye outfit on. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, I'm wearing a tie-dye dress with a little jacket.
You know, this is going to really put a
purple day.
Chink in the it is a purple day. Yeah. It's going to be a really difficult to pull off Woodstock 3 with the Ebola outbreak. I'm thinking of canceling the event. I was going to have it outside my backyard, but I don't think I have enough access to parking. Where would Woodstock 3 be? And should it be an online experience?
Should it be in Woodstock?
I'd love to open a restaurant. It's too much work, though. Cliff, okay.
Hi, David, it's Cliff. Hey, Cliff, how are you?
I'm not sure who keeps calling. It sounds a lot like somebody I know. The show started. We're going to go to a video that talking about police probing people in areas that shouldn't be. Check this out. Here we go.
Alerted that it sniffed drugs on Everett's driver's seat. And for the next 14 hours, those police officers and doctors at the Gila Regional Medical Center performed 8 medical procedures, including x-rays, rectal finger exams, enemas, and finally a colonoscopy. According to a federal lawsuit, officers Bobby Orozco and Robert Chavez were 2 of the officers involved, and they never found drugs inside Everett. Our investigation reveals another chapter. Another man.
So it's happened to a couple people out in Deming, New Mexico, folks. Anal abductions by police officers. The dogs sent drugs on the seat, so they take the people in and have them anally probed. It's sick. Hello? Go ahead.
Hello, this is the Lord, Jesus Christ.
Okay, Rodney.
You're really reaching for the bottom of the barrel, buddy. Show some respect. A lot of people believe in God here, and they don't like to have the Lord's name in vain said openly. Okay, a lot of people are saying that this Ebola outbreak is actually
that's good.
More and more
what do you think?
What appears more and more like incompetence by the Barack Obama administration. And that raises the specter of, could they be purposely doing this? Could they be purposely this incompetent? Is it possible that a president could be this incompetent that they wouldn't limit travel from Africa? People are going to want to leave Liberia right now if they've got it. Mm-hmm. They have no need to stay. I mean, the chances of dying, they'll just drain their bank account and get a ticket to Belgium and then on to the U.S.
Right.
And everybody's saying, why haven't they limited flights into the country from Liberia or Sierra Leone or Nigeria? We're not going to be taking calls for a while. I'm going to start up the Google chat thing.
The CDC said we can't stop the right the people have to travel here from Liberia.
Wow, Nicole.
They have the right to travel here from
The people have the right to travel here from Liberia. And the CDC said this. Is this real? No more calls, please, Rodney. You're not invited in our show after what you said last night. Some things are too horrible to speak online, and you said the most horrible things. David, you know the guy from with Ebola in Texas, the family was living with him. They moved them to a private home and cleaned out the rental apartment. They finally cleaned out the rental apartment. It took 2 days for the CDC to get a cleaning crew because they don't touch things. They only make thousands of dollars. They don't touch things. They hired a professional medical waste cleaning crew to clean it out. It's just, this is absurd. Well, not too blunt. It was just overwhelming what he said. It was like, gosh, you know, I can't even continue to have a show.
Nicole.
Wendell, that's your ban for the night. Rodney, that's the problem. You're getting drunk and calling in, and it's really very unfortunate for our show. It's just not helpful. And you become more of a detraction than somebody who's in any way even remotely close to supporting us. Okay. There's no case of Ebola in Brussels. They screened the whole airport. Oh, okay. Well, how about 21 days later? See how Meow TV just made an assumption that there's no case of Ebola in Brussels. 21 days later? Hello? It's a 21-day incubation period. Don't do what I do, do what I say. Yeah. I'm not trolling you, Life Invader. I'm trying to help you guys come up with some solutions to our country. A third party is obviously lingering in the background here. I'm going to get up and walk away. Sarah's going to just talk to you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to get a little break, get some coffee, and because I've been doing a show for almost 2 hours now.
I know, you need a break.
My gaming show is on all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make sure our color is right. I want to bring out some more beauty.
So why don't you take a break? And then you can come back and do that.
No, I just want to add a little. See how much better that is?
Yeah, that's better.
Because we were kind of in the dark there.
Yes, Dave plays on the Xbox 360, and he broadcasts his gaming times on here, on Instagib, which is Vaughn's chat hub, and then on Twitch as well. But on Instagib, it's not third party, it's CRP. Instagib, not GIMP. Instagib.tv that's Mark Vaughn's gaming channel. Fear is coffee to you? The medical doctor who was with the U.S. photographer who has it voluntarily quarantined herself, as did he, but the head of CDC said that's not necessary. That's ridiculous, Nicole. Here, I'll write it in here. But have you guys heard of Twitch? He also games on there. No, I am supposed to be getting new glasses, but they haven't come in yet. So that's one of the places David games, except I did too many T's. And the other one he games is right there. No, Bob, I didn't order them from that same place. Okay, the strong U.S. jobs data boosts the dollar and boosts stocks. They say the jobless rate fell below 6%. That's pretty amazing if that's true. And Sweden is going to recognize the state of Palestine in a landmark move. No, David doesn't own any of that. Well, the cost of getting a chipped tooth fixed would be a few $100s at least, maybe more. Yes, true. It's below 6% because the homeless people do not appear to be and the registry for unemployed. Wow, I hope that it doesn't become airborne. David has a BB gun, and I can borrow it anytime I want. See, just having one tooth fixed, $670, where those fake teeth that we bought David are, about $700 for, to have the whole look across the whole thing. Yes, I do like nerds. I don't think I love the troops, but I also don't think that we need to be at war with other people. I actually think the troops should be trained to be medical doctors. Go fight medical diseases like Ebola and other things. Well, he's getting them repaired, Hannah, so hopefully they'll be good. Yes, that's true, Mofo. That's a good idea. But, you say on live TV is not good because the trolls run rampant. But the truth is, that it wouldn't be good if the trolls didn't run rampant. It's just one of those things. It's like nobody would come here if it weren't for the trolls.
I'm going to go feed the fish. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Obama plays politics in economic speech he calls non-political. Did I go to Harvard? No. I did not go to Harvard. I know. A somewhat of an improvement. I don't know if it's a legitimate improvement. I'm pretty much ignore the degeneracy you guys spew in chat. It's kind of like a radio station. It's like in the background's not really affecting me. It's kind of like noise, white noise. So that's just like it. But then I do, what does affect me is statements like Hydroglow makes. I believe in you guys. I like your message. I'm not trolling. Those are the things that I lob onto and I appreciate and I love those. Well, yes, positions of office are open to anyone that is a citizen. True. Well, Willie the Wave, for me, I just don't respond to what the trolls are asking me to do. I love you too. Was this new beheading real? I haven't seen it, so I don't know. The world is reacting to IS showing apparent killing of Alan Henning. It's a video that they released purporting to show the beheading of British hostage Alan Henning, who was a Salford taxi driver who had been delivering aid to Syria when he was kidnapped. Well, I don't think it's funny when anyone dies. There is some. This is a pretty interesting one. It's all these people and what they said as in reaction. Okay, I'll let the guests in. Finally, guests are the best. Welcome. So, pro-democracy demonstrations in two of Hong Kong's most crowded shopping districts came under attack on Friday. Okay. You love me and you're jealous David gets to be near me. Thank you. You want us both to run for office. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to get that done on Monday, Billy. I do have a dental appointment to get that done. Okay. So there's people protesting in the streets in Hong Kong, and then these other men came and kind of tried to break them up. Thank you very much, Horned Owl. I'm finding the common man is anything but common. We're all different. We all have different intelligences, different identities. So yes, definitely. What? I didn't know that. I thought Foxman Sean was a guy and Rodney was a guy. I didn't realize that they were romantically involved. You're welcome, guest 586. The Republican 2016ers on Ebola. Panic. Clinton is planning a midterm blitz.
Right. So
Okay.
the zombie apocalypse has been canceled. Great. Excellent. So we're up and running, everyone. Everyone have a good weekend and just stay 3 feet away from everybody you talk to.
Okay.
It's pretty much a normal week, except stay 3 feet away from everybody you talk to. What are we talking about tonight? Anything special? Beheadings? Should we verify that there's actually blood in this beheading? Because I rarely watch the beheadings because they seem to be doctored. You know, I think I should because, you know, if they're getting really good at faking these beheadings, I want to see how good they are. Have we all been hit by a massive amount of fluoridation tonight, or are we just generally, is the chat dead, or is DDoS attack occurring? What's going on?
I don't know. I turned guest chat on, so.
Just on?
I'll turn it off and see if that makes a difference.
No, I think we're stopped. It's been a DDoS attack or something.
Oh, okay.
DDoS. Old McDonald had us farm. Oh, the DDoS day.
I think we can just restart the Vaughn chat.
Okay, let's restart. Just restart here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a look here at ISIS threatens to execute American Peter Kasich. Another threatened to execute somebody. Islamic State group
release a video. You can like pick that maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's not a video, but there's maybe one down
No,
here.
where it says release video, there's
Oh,
the
okay.
link.
Hey, Amber. Amber wants to say hi. What? Oh boy, look at you. Let's get the Amber cam into the show, everybody. Yeah, rare.
Let me get this camera or something.
No, I got it. It's this one. Rare picture from Amber. Oh. Okay. Can do better than this. Gotta go through a configuration issue here.
Gotta turn the camera.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Can you make those adjustments on the camera side?
Maybe.
There. Okay, good. And then pull back. There you go.
Pull back.
Again, pull back.
What do you mean pull back?
Web control minus. I think we got the cat. All the way down. All the way down. Keep going. There we go. See? We've got a cat here. Okay, so if we're having problems in chat, it's because we've been DDoS attacked. Our freedom is under attack, everybody, and we're talking about DDoS is one of the ways that we've been shut down during our show. Whenever we get a lot of viewers, some person somehow identifies our IP and shuts us out.
Guest chat.
Huh?
You should have left guest chat off.
Yeah. If you didn't, did you see a barrage of attacks? It just happened all of a sudden. No, we normally allow guest chat. Let's see if Amber likes sitting here. You guys get to see our cat Amber. This is a rare treat. Here's your kitty cat. Yes, you are. There she is, Miss Kitty Cat of America. She's the most beautiful cat in all of the world, Amber. Here, I'll take over the show, Sarah. You go ahead and just get some rest. I'll handle it from here.
Well, I'm just gonna try to access Vaughn over here or something.
We'll try to pull up the chat on another computer and see if that'll work.
It's a good perspective on Amber and
Yeah,
yourself.
she's great. Yeah.
I got it. Wait. Oh, you just moved that. I was right about to mute it, and then you moved it. Mouse. Thank you.
All right, so chat is having a problem getting up, but we are broadcasting, so that's good. So we can still do a broadcast and talk about our cat. You know, we saved this cat from imminent death. She was one of 10 cats that barely survived their mother who has chlamydia. Her mother was kind of a, you know, she gave Amber chlamydia during her birthing process. And Amber, when we got her at 6 weeks, she was bleeding from her nose and her eye. And I took her to a vet, and the vet said, "Oh, your cat's not going to make it." This was over 10 years ago. I found out on the internet that chlamydia is a bacteria, not a virus, like they originally thought. And a 15-day course of antibiotics stopped the chlamydia and saved this kitty and gave her a better life. And now she's a luxury kitty with loving parents that love her. And you can tell she's so happy.
Yeah.
This is a pretty content cat, you know. Pretty content kitty cat. And she even knows we're talking about her, which is kind of fun. She's a very intelligent cat, too. One of the things I really enjoy having is a cat that, you know, they're perfect for humans. It's like when they came into existence in Egypt, they were raised to be kind of meshed with our lifestyle or something. You're a star today, Amber. You're the star of the show. Look at you. Yeah. Yeah, take a break, and I'll just go in here to stream up and broadcast over there. If you want, I'll do that.
Yeah, I could do it. You've got that.
Okay, well, no big deal. Yeah, so this has been great. We sometimes have attacks on our chat during our show, which is not uncommon. So you can definitely catch us at Ustream as well if you've got a tablet.
Well, the best place to catch us is StreamUp right now because I'm going in there.
StreamUp. Oh yeah, we're going to streamup.com/third-party.
So streamup.com/third-party.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the chat over there.
There's all of us. Amber and 3 of us.
What happened? Why is it saying that?
You're fine.
Select my webcam. Continue.
Well, you're in the wrong chat room, I think.
What are you saying?
When
I'm
there's
not.
3 chat rooms.
Streamup.com.
Yeah, there's 3 chats.
/third-party.
Oh, okay, good. Then we're there. We're broadcasting perfectly. Great. Cool. All right, so dealing with the news, we're processing another beheading in ISIS beheading. We're processing this this terrible Ebola outbreak. I, as you well know, folks, do not support a war with Syria, and I'm not sure why Barack Obama has decided to implement this terrible strategy of causing more problems with Bashar al-Assad, but he has, which puts us closer to the brink of war with Syria, which is not good. Russia is in terrible relations with the U.S., very cold relations now because Barack Obama alienated Russia.
Yeah.
So we've got a president that not only does not take criticism from people in America, but he also has evaded any criticism from world press. So, yeah, so ISIS claims to have killed hostage Alan Henning. Now that's the way it's spelled out. ISIS claims to have killed. All these ISIS claims have been coming from people who claim to represent ISIS. We can't verify them. There's no third-party verification. We're going into StreamUp right now, folks. If you want to go there, welcome. We do have an auxiliary chat room at StreamUp if you want to communicate over there. streamup.com/third-party. We have 13 viewers right now, which is kind of cool. 5 viewers at StreamUp.
Most of them, I'm sure, are from Vaughn.
Bear in mind, I'm going to be facing some problems like this probably on Halloween.
Oh, she's so soft.
Isn't she?
She's soft as cat.
She's the softest cat ever. I'm wondering if we should blow up the screen and do a screen grab of that.
Samber.
Got a little picture of us.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of cute, isn't it? Why don't you take the keyboard and go screen grab?
Control print screen.
Let me just widen it out. Yeah, print screen.
Maybe. I think I did it.
Okay, now go to Paint Box, and we'll paste it in, and we'll make a little picture out of that. That's so cute. Oh, accessories. And just go Control B. There it is. Okay, now,
I know.
yeah, just grab it. You don't have to crop it if you want, but if you want to, you can. That's one way to do it. Another way is to grab it and then paste it into another document.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, everybody's getting the camera view of our cat. This is our secondary camera, everybody. And for all of you who are watching our Hangout,
Oh, it didn't do it.
I hit Control V again. Want me to do it? I can do it.
I can do it.
Anyway, our Hangout generally talks about the issues that are facing us today. Number one on America's agenda, I believe, is safety and then security. And right now, safety is under attack with this Ebola virus happening. Security is under attack by Barack Obama claiming he has the authority now to go into our homes and declare us victims of Ebola without any symptoms. I mean, he's passed executive orders after executive orders telling the American people that he is going to literally take over our lives. And our parties have not been active to stop this. The two parties have not stopped the Patriot Act. I'm going to move this screen right over here if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
And I'm going to go off this camera onto that camera. We'll keep that for our
Hi,
stream up show.
Pamela. Welcome.
Hey, Pamela. If you want to come into our stream up show, you can.
Okay, let's save that. You want to save that?
Yeah, I will. Huh. You go ahead and do it.
Can you do it?
It's right up here, I think. We're going to call this Amber.
Never 2014.
Okay, that'll do. That's so cute. Okay, great. Yeah, and Von Chat is down, so you guys can talk to us over here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit over here because my camera angle's out. We're over there. If you want to come into Stream Up, we can put you into our Von Chat, assuming that that's still functioning.
If you
take a break and I'll do the show.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's a nice bed in the other room if you're presenting with Ebola symptoms.
I am. No, not. Tired.
I know. If you're presenting with Ebola symptoms, lay down in the plastic sheeted area next to the yeah. Okay, so Pamela, is Sarah okay? She's fine. She's just, it's been a long day and a long week for her. You know, she works very hard, as you know, and she gets tired. I have a little bit more stamina because my life is a lot easier now that I retired. People are, you know, always concerned about it. I think this is payback. I think what this is what you're experiencing, folks, at Vaughn, is somebody, and I think you know who, not getting allowed into the chat room to share in the show, and then exerting their influence over a series of attacks on our site. Typical bully-like behavior. Good evening, Mr. Walla. How are you? How was your trip to Indonesia? Are you safe? I know, you're back from Indonesia. I was thinking about you. Are you clear? No concerns about illness, traveling? I wouldn't want to fly right now because of the closed air and all the recycled air coming in through the vent ducts. That's not supposed to be funny, Mr. Walla. It is what is going on. People are exposing themselves to potential airborne viruses. Now, I don't believe that Ebola is airborne. It was a one-way ticket. 31 hours of flights? Oh my God. Are you still in jet lag mode, or did you catch up yet? Are you 1 hour, are you just right out of just landing and going online and just going, yeah, man, I'm in cap lock. We're getting attacked over at Vaughn, and we're still up on Ustream. But 13 to Japan, 8 to Jakarta, and 3 to Bali. Wow. I've got a rare artifact from Bali in my home. 24 plus a layover. Wow, that's unreal. You can't smuggle anything out of Bali. You know, they're very, very tight about even artifacts. And I purchased a gargoyle from somebody many years ago, originally from Bali in the 1930s, I believe. before the clamp down on exportation of artifacts. It's pretty cool. I have it in my home. Real news? You have a good artifact too for my home? Really? Real news. Okay. Oh, you've got a real news Instagram artifact. Let's take a look. So you did smuggle something into the, no, I didn't say you smuggled it. I'm just kidding. Whoa, it's a picture of Barack Obama when he was a young man. And Mr. Walla. Look at that, everybody. Wow, man. Wow, that's so funny. That's a young Barry Obama. Is that what it is? You're so bright. I think that I think you're a saint in this picture. I think I'm over dramatizing your brightness. I'm going to change my Kodachroma key. Kodachroma key. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get the camera settings right to see this picture of you. There he is. Mr. Walla, everybody. Nice. I don't know why that white just doesn't come up very well. Anyway, I hope you're fine and doing well. That's great. Mr. Walla. Huh. Okay, back to the chat. All right, anyone can come into our chat show. We are being attacked tonight because of, obviously, we kicked a certain person out of our show. I'm not going to name names, but I think you all know who's been kicked out of our show and who's perennially attacking our site right now and the Vaughn site. Life Invader, welcome. We had no issue taking stuff into my country from any other of those countries. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you took stuff from any of those other countries into your country all the time, yeah. But we've had an issue in America where exports from Bali have been strictly monitored by the government. Look at the headline that they won't report on over here. Okay, take a look. Headline from Instagib. Oh, Mexico makes the route tougher for immigrants to a U.S. Wow, okay, yeah, so Mexico is making it tougher for immigrants to the U.S. Yeah, that's not what Jerry Brown said. He welcomed illegal aliens into California. It's funny how the world press is so different than other presses around the world. I'm not impressed with the world press. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, back to the news, I guess. Yeah, we're being shut down all night long at Vaughn. And this is not a DDoS attack, mind you. This is an attack on Vaughn. Isn't that amazing? Violence erupts in Hong Kong as protesters are assaulted. Now, assaulted is like, hey, you terrible people. That's an assault. You know, that's interesting. The word assault, you know that assault and battery means basically walking up to somebody and verbally assaulting them, and then battery is when you actually hit them. I'll fill you in. Thank you. Okay, call me on my cell phone later. We'll talk. Wow, I don't even have your number. Thanks anyway. Life Invader has intruder uses golf club to kill nearly 1,000 Foster Farms chickens. Whoa, and if this wasn't any weirder, I don't even know what world I'd be living in. This is so very strange. It's getting stranger all the time. Yeah. This is not good, everybody. We've got somebody going psycho killing chickens. Wow. I'll tell you, even chickens don't get any respect. This is terrible. If somebody doesn't like being cut out of our show, I can tell you that. It's very serious. There's Foster Farms, everybody. LA Times. I'm here with the Foster Farms Chicken Massacre in Fresno, California. Let's take a look. Here's a reporter named Lauren Rabb. Lauren Rabb. Lauren, we're waiting for you to queue up. Come on, Lauren. I'll read about the article while you're queuing up. At least one person broke into Foster Farms chicken shed in Fresno and killed 920 birds. Isn't that weird? Who would do such a thing? The good thing is all the birds are frozen and ready for wrapping.
Success. You have to take it.
I don't want to.
All because you know that success without preparation, that's just luck. And that makes what comes out of your printer more than just paper and ink. It's the future of your business, and it's yours to make.
Thank you. 2, 1, 0. Okay, let's bring on the camera.
Sheriff's deputies are investigating a massive case of animal cruelty. Foster Farms reports 920 chickens were beaten to death at one of their poultry farms. A spokesperson for Foster Farms said they're working with local law enforcement and offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of those responsible. Investigators say they think they know what was used to slaughter the helpless animals.
Once they were inside, the suspects used a golf club, we believe, possibly some other type of instrument, to maliciously kill several hundred chickens.
Investigators do have some evidence, but they're hoping the reward will prompt someone to come forward.
Yeah, I hope the reward is more than just dinner. Wow, great story. Wow, that was really an eye-opener. Thanks for filling me in, Life Invader. Nice ad, Dave. Okay, hi everyone. Hi, DT Laura. Hey, we got a few more viewers in here, migrating over here from our chat over at Vaughn, which I think, I don't know about you, but I think I was attacked because I didn't let you know who into the show. Yeah, well, whoever they catch is going to have to deal with it. You know, the ultimate question, which came first, the chicken or the golf club? You put some pics of your cat on your Facebook. Oh, thank you. Yeah, which died first, the chicken or the egg? All I can say is this has been one of the most enjoyable shows so far, because I'm really enjoying just not really worrying about a rapid chat over at Vaughn with all these people wanting to see me, and they're just trying to get in. It's just too bad. I wish I could share my personal stories with all of you now. Since I normally don't talk about my personal life that much, I thought maybe we could make this more of an intimate time in our life. Last night I was worried about Ebola, and I even took some of my clothes and put them in the other room because, as you know, Sarah is more active in the local area than I am. And I was worried about getting it someday. And I've kind of lowered my level of stress right now to kind of like just cautious. I'm not moving into another room, but I have other clothes in the air in case I want to. I have a backup room, like a guest room, that I can use. But it's just so weird living around people that are, you know, very active. Like if your husband, for instance, is working in a hospital, and your wife, say you're a stay-at-home housewife. Chat's back, really? Okay, let me do another refresh here. You're probably one of those people that, you know, is a little worried about getting, oh, hi, chat is back. Okay, great. Hey, Scatman. Okay, thanks everybody over there at StreamUp. We might want to keep that up just in case. I will take any callers through StreamUp. If you want to get on the show, feel free to go into StreamUp. I've been on all along, man. Okay, I'll turn my ringer on. Go ahead and call me, Hannah, if you have a question. StreamUp kind of sucks. Well, you're using something other than the Chrome browser. Chrome is the best thing to get in and out of StreamUp with. Cool. Yeah, sorry. I would have turned my phone on, man, but the person who was attacking our chat room keeps calling me, and I don't want to talk to that person. Yeah, Mike. Okay, Mike, go ahead. What's your question?
I think you're right. I think you were hacked by Rodney.
Now you know. I mean, somebody was telling me, I didn't say that, you said it. Somebody was telling me somebody was upset. If you call him that by that name, you can say whatever you want. Dave, why do you think people dislike you? People don't dislike me. I'm very well liked.
Well, your chat was shut down, and there was a link, and it linked over to a picture of you holding a large cock.
I had no idea. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. A lot of people are a little bit freaked out, especially considering their fantasy life is starting to invade their subconscious. Many people have been, so addicted to stuff online and, online gaming, pornography. They're starting to dream in pornos. That's the problem. I had a person in the other room claiming that they were having sex with all these people, and I said, dude, you've been watching a porno. You're not the person in the porno. So I think psychosis is settling in slowly into the minds of a lot of people. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The chicken massacre is downright ugly. Fresno, California, hitting chickens with a golf club. No, Core, I don't fight people. I just process charges, legal charges. Mostly. Okay, guess 53624. Go ahead. You're on. Guess 53624. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. I just had a suggestion. I don't think Sarah saw it when I put it in the chat. With regard to your teeth, I don't know if you thought about this, but if you go to like a dental school where they have students that are looking to, have some patients to practice on, they'll do it for free, and usually you have pretty good results with that.
Yeah, usually, but I don't want to take that chance. You see, I've got very sharp teeth. My teeth are they're almost to the point they're razor sharp, and I like a cutting edge on my teeth. If I had somebody mess with my cuspids, I would lose that edge. Okay. You want to call again, Life Invader? If you want, we can add you to the call. We could talk about teeth and having people inappropriately touch your teeth and grind them down. And I could just see some idiot hacking off half my teeth because I wanted to save a buck. No, I have very sharp incisors.
In order to complete this,
I can rip through any kind of beef byproduct rather quickly. That's one of the problems. I ate a sausage rapidly, and it caused my tooth to break because I hit a bone. Not sure what's going on with that call. Please don't call me if you have anything to do with a person by the name of R. Thank you. Laura, DT Laura has a pretty picture of Amber. She took a picture off her screen. That's so cute. Sharp wit and incisors. I don't want to eat soup, Busy. I have great teeth. Teeth are for chewing. My new set of teeth are coming. They're the press-on veneers, and I'll have a much brighter smile, and they'll look right next time. They won't look as flagrantly weird like my previous videos where I had buck teeth. I'm having the teeth reground to the point where they're level across my mouth. I'm getting the veneers. I had to send them back for readjustment. Well, I'm prepared to have even better teeth someday. Maybe someday I'll afford the Da Vinci veneers with my salary. Hello, you're on the 8th. Yeah, if you're suffering from Ebola, please don't call in. I just had a person call in who sounded like they were suffering from some of the symptoms of Ebola. Call your doctor immediately. Don't even go to the ER because you'll infect everybody. Call the 911 immediately. So don't walk into the ER if you're presenting with symptoms. You could cross-infect everybody. This is just common sense advice. Call 911 and have them pick you up. I see that. My cat's on stream up. That's so wonderful. It's a wonderful day. Look at that. Boy, Sarah was so tired from the long day. Let me zoom in on that camera. Thank you. It's almost like having Amber in the room. Let's take a look. Zooming. So if you're just tired of negative news across the board, good, because you've come to the right place. I'm going to focus on positive news stories right now. There she is. The Amber cam. Close-ups of Amber. Cool. Okay. You should draw a bath for Sarah. Candles. Nice. I should. Core is sending me an envelope with weaponized Ebola in it. Hang on, everybody. Yeah. You think that's funny, Core? Yeah, that goes in my record book. Log into perpetuity. Yep. Absolutely. All of that goes to Department of Homeland Security. Thanks for contacting. Amish is here promoting himself again. She's so cute. All right. I hope those chickens didn't go to waste. I will consider planting some marijuana in the Rose Garden when it's legal. Sure. We'll have some excellent bud, dude. Why not? George Washington did it. I can do it too. I have logged that you think his comment is funny. Thank you. Positive news is boring. Well, this guy, he's committed. He should be committed. Check this out. This guy wants to go back into Liberia. He's committed, all right. The story is he's committed. Brad, okay. Hey, Brad, how you doing, man? Well, Mike almost stuck a bomb. Hey, you sound like the guy who just had a problem. Do you have some sort of a Tourette syndrome where you say bad words inadvertently? Because I was trying to wonder why you were saying bad words when you talked earlier.
No, I don't say bad words. Kitty fuck.
So that's what I mean. You have serious Tourette syndrome. Did you hear that, folks? Is Sean Hannity my hero? No, I don't watch Fox News. But this guy, he says he's committed. NBC News freelancer has returned to Liberia despite the Ebola risk. Journalist Ashoko Mukpa knew the dangers of returning to Liberia, but friends say the chance to spotlight its struggles was worth the risk. So in other words, it's the story or death. Yeah, you got these symptoms. Somebody's calling up with symptoms of Ebola, and I urge you to call 911 right now. That's so sad. Somebody said that that quarantine is unnecessary. That's what the CDC is saying. Quarantine is unnecessary with Ebola. I read that news today, and I was going, well, are they trying to get us ready to be sent to the FEMA camps? Sounds a little weird. Did you mean quarantine is necessary with Ebola? Yeah, because that's what I thought. Guidelines for airlines, quarantine. Talk doctor goes under Ebola quarantine, Ebola. But the story I read showed that that quarantine was not necessary, which I thought was really seriously messed up. Yeah, everybody's been quarantined. Okay, this is the story. After Ebola fades, what happens to the quarantined? No, that's not the story. That's a 2012 story. Yeah, it hasn't popped up yet on the news. It popped up today on Google. I didn't grab it. David, do you believe this is what all FEMA body bags are for, Ebola outbreak? Yes, I do. I think this is part of Operation Devolution.
Doctor goes under Ebola quarantine, Ebola.
Life Invader, are you over age 16? Because we can't show you on the show otherwise. Yeah, you don't look like you're 16 or 18 on Vaughn. I'm going to Google Operation Devolution. Yeah, you really sound like you got something wrong with you, man. Let's go ahead and do Operation Devolution. Many of you don't even know what it is. It's an operation the U.S. Army put into things. There's a PDF here, Devolution of Operations, the plan template. I thought many of you might want to know what the government has already put into place in lieu of a pandemic or any kind of massive threat to our national security, including martial law. Hi, Shrek. Yeah, so now you guys can download the template telling you how the government will cave in to any overseeing federal authority in the event of martial law. I'm serious about this. I really am worried that our country is heading in this direction, and this is some sort of a false flag. The reason why I believe that is the government has been so inept, so incompetent, that they're moving in directions that one would even wonder, a common sense person would say, this is ridiculous. Why would we start a war with Syria when they have nothing we need or want? Why would we want to let Africans come into our country when clearly they pose a risk? Why would we allow flights in from Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and other countries? Why would we have Sandy Hook, which was clearly fake, unless they had a plan to implement Operation Devolution? Let me go ahead and bring it up on the screen for all of you to look at, because I know that this should be a content-driven show, and I really think that you need to know about this plan. Very few people in the world know about Operation Devolution, but now more and more people are going to know. I've talked about it a couple times over the years, but never did I really think that it was going to happen. And now it's becoming more and more likely. This is the plan that FEMA put in place to start taking down your local law enforcement. This is the template. This was printed in July of 2011, and anyone can fill this out in any local jurisdiction. No, there's no YouTube videos on that, except now there is. I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Yep, here we go. The page intentionally left blank. See that? Plan. Okay, the forward should introduce readers to your devolution of operations plan, your devolution of operations plan, and establish the organization's rationale for creating the plan. It may also include a signature block for the director of the organization so that he or she may sign the plan and, once approved, to make it a valid plan. Everything looks pretty commonplace. It's all in accordance with the National Security Presidential Directive and Homeland Security Presidential Directive. This is a plan to basically take down your local law enforcement and have them bow to the federal authorities. In it, they have the introduction, purpose, plan, organization, objectives, applicability and scope, assumptions, authorities, reference, response. This is a typical government. Disruption of operations, concept of operations, devolution of operations sites, devolution of operations active. This is the template people follow when they basically send you to the FEMA camps because they think you've got a disease. Okay, let's take a look at this. The cost of living back in 1938. Look at that. Good link. Thank you so much. Okay. Here is the cost of, yes. Cost of living in 1938, new house, $3,900. What's a FEMA camp? Well, a FEMA camp is one of those internment camps that were used in the 1940s to inter Japanese that were posing a threat to our society. Yeah, and they rebuilt them all with double fencing, and they have all kinds of things in those, much like a death camp. And let's get back to something more positive, like the cost of living in 1938. Average income $1,700 a year. A new car you could get for $860. Average rent $27 a month. Tuition to Harvard $420 per year. If only I had been born in 1938, like my uncle. I'll be darned. No, I'm not refusing to answer questions about my plan. 647, go ahead. What are your concerns? Denver underground bunker design was abandoned years ago. It was never funded completely. Not true, Meow TV. There's 8 floors underneath, under Denver Airport. Denver is the second largest airport in the world, too. And Denver Airport also has the largest supply of jet fuel of any airport. I did want to go to Harvard, but they turned me down, even though I was the #1 student out of my high school with the top SAT scores. Yeah, the rent's free at the FEMA camps. My biggest concern is that we have a potential death camp scenario opening up. Medical response team was told months ago to prepare for this. Excalibur, thank you. This just came in from Excalibur. Ebola disaster was telegraphed months ago, and nobody did anything to prepare for it. Wow. This is from a great site, globalresearch.ca. If you haven't been there, it's a really good site. Okay, I have an issue with David on lots of things we said tonight. If you think we have Ebola, don't go to the ER. Call them, have companies. It's the smartest thing he's said in a long time. Thanks, Manny. I'm a common sense guy, Manny. I don't want people to cross-infect anybody. And I'm also urging everybody to keep within 3 feet of everyone else in their house. Seriously. You need your space. Americans traditionally need about 18 inches of space, but 3 feet is in order here. I don't think we should, frankly, I'm not planning on carpet bombing anymore. Remember I told you that everything's fine? And it's too far gone now at this point. Yeah, we're already heading toward the zombie apocalypse. That was 2 days ago I was talking about carpet bombing. It's no longer a relevant thing anymore. The zombie apocalypse is already in order and processing. Okay, the U.S. disaster teams were notified they would be activated in October. Check this out. If this doesn't reek of a false flag, I don't know what does. Let me go ahead and look at the thing as if I'm really, really looking at it. Okay, look at this. Ebola in the U.S. disaster teams were notified months ago they would be activated in October. Does that reek of a false flag? It sure does, right? Monkey throwing feces. A public tweet from a large government supplier of emergency response products specializing in high-risk events says the disaster assistance response teams were told to prepare to be activated in the month of October. This shocking revelation made on the Golden State Fire Twitter page suggests that not only did someone know about the Ebola virus would be reaching America, but that they knew exactly when it would happen. What we're now hearing is just the tip of the iceberg as we enter October, everybody. Noted the company's Twitter spokesperson, Ebola virus will cripple EMS and hospitals. Ebola care, right? Good use. Hey there, DT Laura, thank you. You're currently waiting for an advisor from Maricopa County Elections Department in Arizona on further steps to get on ballot there. Thanks, Shrek. Wow. Thanks, Shrek. Wow. I'm very impressed. Thank you. Get all the skinny on how we can get on the ballot in Arizona because you are very motivated. That's really good. Thank you. You're founder of the Ebola Party in America, 803. Somehow that's got a morbid tone to it. I was going to support you for your carpet bombing plan. I thought it showed real courage. Now you pretend it's nothing. Dave, did you suddenly get to you? 647. I am under federal penalty of discussing any foreign country's politics. It is called the Logan Act. I can say that I want to do carpet bombing, but I can't in any way influence Liberia. But yeah, I'm still thinking about the carpet bombing plan, but it is almost beyond that problem now at this point. Can you see right now that the globalresearch.ca is showing us that they knew in advance that they would be doing this. This is a problem from within our country, not Liberia. They are willfully allowing shipments of Liberians into our country. My teeth are being worked on right now in a lab in Texas. I'm just hoping that the lab assistant isn't an Ebola victim. Here are your new teeth, sir. Thanks. Okay, you're waiting from the Tallahassee County elections in Georgia and further to get you on the ballot here. Thank you, 599. Wow. It's starting to happen, everybody. I knew it would. Well, I want everyone to know that I'm always throwing things out there, and when I talked about the possibility of a carpet bombing operation in Liberia, it was serious at the time. But I believe that it may be out of control already. Carpet bombing someplace won't stop the spread within the United States. I cannot influence the politics of Liberia at this point. Unless I have the president's approval to go forth, I can't discuss the issue. But no, I really don't think it's a politically right thing to discuss at this time, carpet bombing Liberia. But it's always one of those things that I had put out there on the shelf because it might have to be done. And obviously, I don't want to just, decimate human beings and kill innocents. The last thing I want to do is kill innocents. But the discussion was to save America. Now I'm finding out that the government is willfully allowing people to come from Liberia into our country. Well, Ebola patient stays, crew disinfects. Yeah, exactly. Well, Ebola is more humane, but it's the worst possible death, 174. Starvation is also a really bad death, from what I understand, too. No, Americans don't want Ebola, but they do want an American president to lead our country, not this president who's obviously Kenyan, trying to destroy our nation. The bigger the death count, the more you are remembered. David, are you a paid actor? No, I'm not. I'm not a paid actor. I have no professional training whatsoever. Yeah, I'm absolutely the real thing. I'm a real guy trying to help the country out. Meow TV says you don't carpet bomb a virus. You airdrop gasoline with a chemical tanker. Then you send a flare. Okay, so you're talking about an air fuel bomb, Meow TV? Okay. Well, busy death doesn't have to be painful. It could be very peaceful for some people. I mean, there's more than one way to eliminate the problem. We could give them a peaceful death with a natural product, and then we can come in and exfoliate and virtually cauterize the area that's infected. Exfoliation is to take things off your skin. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. All right, let's stop talking about mass murder. It bums me out. Well, what am I going to do to stop the jobs due to technology? Yeah, Coinbox, Nike, good question. We are going to introduce new technology. New, green, clean technology that will supplant the existing technology. What I'm suggesting, because so many different companies are moving toward automation, we need to innovate. With automation comes innovation. So with innovation, and that will lead to jobs. All right? Now, not everything has to be, you don't have to be on an assembly line and work like a common worker did in the 1930s building cars. But you could install solar panels, for instance. Solar carpets on rooftops would be one job. Fixing up houses with our homestead renewal plan, which we have on our site. A really broad plan that I will implement as president and commander-in-chief immediately once I hit the office of the presidency in 2017. What, you want to give me a job, Legion of St. George? Wow, interesting. Well, I don't talk about my personal life here, but if you want to reach me, you can contact me at americasthirdparty@gmail.com. I don't talk about my private life and what my rate is or anything like that. Dave, will you exercise a nuclear option to halt contagion? A tactical nuclear weapon idea was considered when I talked about carpet bombing Liberia. I can't discuss any body part issues with you. It's a national security issue. I can't tell you whether I was circumcised or not. No, I'm not going to tour the White House, but if you'd like, let's go ahead and take a trip. We have a White House background we could bring into the show. Yeah, I'm amazed, really. Let's do the Oval Office. Do the Oval Office. Yeah. I'm here at the Oval Office in my chat cam. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Please don't post any Nazi propaganda here. Thank you. Well, Legion of St. George, thanks for offering the job. But again, contact me through americasthirdparty@gmail.com, and I'll talk you through that. And what we have, and you just set my heart rate up a good 30 beats per second. Yeah. Yeah. And I had to ban Ann. Ban Ann. I've never had sexual relations with anybody ever in the White House. I will curb genital mutilation in America, sure, but are you talking about eliminating circumcision? Because that's a parental choice. David, my husband and I are devout Catholics and don't use condoms. I'm pregnant with one in the oven and 4 in the freezer. What does that mean? 28 days till Blackface 2. And somebody told me there was a movie out called 28 Days Left. And then somebody came out with a movie called 28 Weeks Left. So am I part of that movie? David, please check on the info stock of the largest solar company. I bought it at 7 o'clock. Now at 3. They're robbing me, David. Coinbox, I wouldn't recommend buying solar production at this point. Solar production is going to get much more modernized in the next 10 years. Please don't use the N-word here. I have a zero tolerance for racism. Shizzle's okay, and so is Dizzle. Please don't ban people, David. In other words, they're saying you act like a Nazi. I think it's over your unfair banning policies. Really? Well, if somebody comes in here and uses the N-word, I'm going to ban them. Okay? But you can always come in if you want to use another word. Thank you. 456. Wow, good show. Racism is freedom of speech, and I encourage freedom of speech, but I don't encourage the racist slur in the room because, as you know, people are calling me a racist, and I got to do the least I could do is limit the use of the N-word in our show, okay? DJ Bad Boy hates the N-word. I don't like the R word, racist, but people around here call me racist like it's no big deal. You're racist and you're proud of it? Okay. Well, see, you can come in here and talk about that, you see? But you're not denigrating anybody with an N-word. Well, I don't think it's an appropriate slur, and I'm just going to purge you, okay? No, nobody destroys me in debate. I ban people 647 because they suffer from severe anger management problems, and they're calling me names. Do they, Pamela? They called Breitbart a racist. You know that, right? And he never said a racist thing in his life either. Now, I don't want to go down like Breitbart and get taken out outside of a bar with one of those CIA guns. They shoot frozen blood pressure crap in your body and it cause a heart attack. You know that happened under Breitbart, right? Well, Breitbart had his own issues, but I mean, if you don't know the history of Breitbart, it's a real serious, weird cover-up story. The truth is a trap, only to those blinded by fiction. This is part of the Breitbart retro video. kind of a somber theme because it was a tribute to the loss of Breitbart. Chapter 1, the conspiracy theory.
Andrew Breitbart was murdered.
Let's just stop it at that, and we'll play this later on tonight. But Breitbart brought forth the issue that the Democrats were using political correctness to define an answer to every question. They were using statements like the use of the word racist whenever people did that. Okay, we have a lockdown in chat right now, everybody. Let me see if I can control it. I don't appear to be able to control it. All right. It's North Korea and Foxman's channel? Really? Wow. Well, right now we are the majority in the United States. We've got a backup over at streamup.com/third-party. If you want to go there, feel free. So I'll play that video later. Yeah, chat is getting locked up again. It turns out a certain somebody doesn't like getting turned down to phone calls on our show, which we've worked very hard to do. A flying car. Cool. Oh, that's cool. That'll be great for tomorrow night. Thanks, Meow TV. All right, we're back up in Muffin Land here. Okay, Mr. Walla and a few others are still over there. We can chat over here. Hey. Hey there, Georgie girl. People say your chat is locked up. People say you just don't wiggle when you say wiggle. So let's wiggle, everybody. Let's get down and boogie. Get down on it. You know, I was playing with some music the other night. Great stuff. Picked up a bunch of loops. As you may have not known, I am working on a loop library and a little bit of a video for the upcoming Blackface 2 show. And I want to have that video done before Blackface 2 so I can run it on YouTube and kind of get it going. But I've got all kinds of cool, funky backbeats. Yeah. But this is the kind of fun stuff that we'll be adding to our show. And kind of like the Happy Days theme, but for blackface.
Monday, happy day. Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. Saturday, what a day. Do it all with you.
These days are These days are
like gray sky, hello blue. The sun can hold me when I'm.
Okay, so the happiest moment for all of us is to know that Ebola now is defined into 10 different individuals that may have been in contact with the Liberian that came into this country. I think this country is allowing these Liberians coming in, as evinced by this discussion of Ebola in the U.S. Disaster teams were notified months ago they would be activated into October. Very strange foreshadowing of what appears to be a false flag operation. Now, America needs to get smart.
This is clearly the work of chaos. 99? Contact the chief. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'll get my shoe phone. Missed it by that much.
All right, so we're missing a lot every single day by allowing a president to continue to make mistake after mistake without questioning them. Now, I'm not sure what happened in chat. We're still reconnecting here. The political correctness is the liberals' way to suppress truth. That's the best thing I've heard all day in the chat room. I'm going to bring on the Breitbart video for a little bit for you guys to check out Breitbart, and then I'm going to come back with a new fresh cup of coffee and we'll continue the show. For you at Stream Up, you won't see
Speaking to
me.
an audience weeks before his death, Breitbart claimed he had videos that would end the political career of U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama. I have videos. This election, we're going to vet him. We are going to vet him from his college days to show you why racial division and class warfare are central to what Hope and Change was sold in 2008. Hope, change, what change? Breitbart alleged he had video footage to prove Barack Obama's connection with mysterious figure Bill Ayers, and he promised to unveil damning new evidence of our president's radical past that would change the election. He claimed that he had a video showing radical weather underground terrorist Ayers and Barack Obama at Harvard planning revolution in the United States. But the video, aired just shortly after his death, was Obama introducing a radical Harvard professor, and the general response was flat. It was not like Breitbart to promise a scoop he could not deliver. So what happened? Was the real video stolen?
Barack Obama is a radical. We should not be afraid to say that. Okay? And Barack Obama was launched from Bill and Bernadine's salon. I've been there. It became a self-evident truth to me that there's zero chance that this incredible chef did not cook many a meal for Barack Obama. Don't tell me ABC, CBS, and NBC I don't have the that I can't posit that theory, because it's a self-evident truth. Just like it was a self-evident truth that he was with Jeremiah Wright, and just as it's a self-evident truth that when he was at Harvard, he was advocating for the worst of the worst to join the faculty. Radicals.
The mainstream media will have you believe that Andrew Breitbart died of natural causes, an aggressive and sudden heart attack. But is this the truth? Andrew Breitbart was an extremely charismatic figure, and when he spoke, people listened. The allegations he was making were clearly a threat to President Barack Obama, the administration, and national security. Remember, it was Andrew Breitbart that was the first to leak the Anthony Weiner sexting scandal. Weiner, at first denying the charges that he sent sexually explicit material of himself to a female follower on Twitter, later confessed and admitted to sending the material to at least 6 different women over the course of 3 years. He even went as far as to publicly apologize directly to Breitbart by name during his press conference that announced his resignation. Breitbart was also well known for playing a key role in the resignation of Shirley Sherrod, in addition to his involvement in the Acorn 2009 undercover video controversy. So for an individual who had a track record and reputation for ending the careers of politicians, it was perceived by many that he was a loose cannon and a danger to the establishment.
I'm here.
Would it
Hello.
not be entirely possible that the United States government and President Barack Obama had a reason to kill Andrew Breitbart? That is, if they had something to hide? During Breitbart's keynote speech at the CPAC convention, he claimed his video would ruin the political career of President Barack Obama. This is not an exaggeration. He was quoted as saying, "Wait till they see what happens March 1st. March 1st. But on March 1st, 2012, when the explosive video was set to be released, Andrew Breitbart was dead. He died at the UCLA Medical Center after he collapsed, walking home from a bar in Brentwood, California. He was only 49 years old. Andrew Breitbart died on March 1st, 2012. And a few weeks later, Michael Cormier, a member of the Los Angeles County coroner team investigating Breitbart's death, winds up dead himself, the same day as the release of Breitbart's official autopsy report.
Okay, that is the telltale sign of a cover-up, everybody. When the guy who filled out his autopsy dies of arsenic poisoning, that reeks of a cover-up. Very, very strange event. That's a telltale sign of a cover-up, everybody. I'm not sure what's going on over at Vaughn, but we're still broadcasting here. Yeah, it seems like the chat itself has been shut down. Okay, I'm going to go back to France. Texas tracks 50 exposed to Ebola, 10 at high risk. This is where it starts. We got a call here. We're going to be reviewing Operation Devolution tonight, an attempt to take away our freedom. Robert, okay, good. Hey, Robert, what's going on, man? Chat's still down, huh?
Yeah, chat is still down. I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe you might want to restart your video.
Sure.
Because I mean that tends to help out sometimes. And another thing, I mean, I know people want to come in and view your broadcast and everything, but people that are in guests really need to watch what they say, because a lot of things are being taken very offensively.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I mean,
I will pull guests down, because I think it's another way they're using code to attack our show. I'm broadcasting again. I just went off and I went on again, so it doesn't necessarily improve it, but it's worth a shot. Everything is worth a shot. With kind of.
Sir. Well, keep up the good broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm still watching. And
oh, you are good. Well, we'll talk. We're going to go into detail and look into the devolution scenarios here, what the government plans to do. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Take care. Yeah, the government has all these scenarios that they want to implement in the event of a disaster, and we're going to take a look at the Operation Devolution template, everybody. I posted the link earlier if you guys still have it. But basically, the American people deserve better than this. They don't deserve a plan to take over their country and all of the institutions, checks and balances that the three layers of government offer us. This goes beyond all that and moves forward with a very big overall takeover plan. Okay, this is all to be filled out by the local regional operation authority, like the FEMA camp director. This devolution of operations plan supports overall continuity of operations, blah, 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 essential functions in the event primary operating facility is incapacitated and personnel are unavailable or incapable of deploying to the blah, 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 enter name here. In this situation, management, leadership responsibility, and essential functions will devolve to the designated organization name, devolution of operations. So anybody within any organization can use this document as legitimate reasons to take over another organization. Plan, organization. The plan organization section should briefly orient readers to the layout of the devolution of operations plan for the organization. Sample text for this section includes. While I'm doing this, I think I'm also going to go ahead and open up the document the U.S. Army created called Civilian Detention Centers. Now, that Army document was pulled off of the U.S. Army PDF and put. This is a PDF by a Harvard law professor. Detention of civilians in armed conflict. Okay, I think we'll pass on that one. Here it is. No, it's not there. Hang on. Here it is, U.S. Internment and Resettlement Operations document. Okay, this is another document. All right, great. These two documents, this and the FEMA document, Operation Devolution. Devolution Operations Plan Template. This and this document are the ones we're going to focus on today. These give the government the authority, along with countless executive orders by Barack Obama and George Bush, to take over our nation. And they don't even have to justify it for 6 months with Congress. They can turn our country into a martial law scenario, claiming that a pandemic is occurring. using this document, they overtake various parts of the government at any level underneath it. And we'll look at a little bit of that. It's very dry reading. It's basically responsibilities devolving to other agencies. It's a continuity of government, continuity of operations plan, devolution emergency response group, devolution directorate, devolution of operations phases. You know, Sarah has gone on record saying that this is not a very dangerous document. It just gives basic authority to overseeing authority to the government. This section should include some scenarios that would cause the organization to devolve operations. Okay, here is what would justify it. Relationship between continuity and devolution of operations. Concept. Devolve mission to a regional or other office. Planning, implementation. Personnel is moved to one or more continuity facilities and perform essential functions. Devolution of operation threat conditions and potential responses. Continuity of operations when assessing an emergency or disruptive situation to determine whether continuity activation is required. I want to see the existing threat alert. An imminent threat alert warns of credible, specific, and impending terrorist threat against the United States. That would be one justification. Elevated threat alert warns of credible, non-specific terrorist threat against the United States. That would be a pandemic. So if it falls under either one of those categories, it would justify the response of activating the COOP plan, alert devolution emergency response groups, and an elevated threat alert with the reviews devolution plans and procedures. The organization they review it, and then they place devolution emergency response group on alert. Very dry stuff. Let's go over to the other document. Internment and resettlement operations. This was created just about a year before the devolution plan. And this is a U.S. Army document originally. It's available at the US or info.publicintelligence.net. Operation authorized to the DoD and DoD contracts to only protect technical or operational information from automatic dissemination under the International Exchange Program or by other means. So this is a restricted distribution notice. Interesting. Now I'm wondering if this even got out willingly. I'm wondering if the government even wanted us to even find this out. But headquarters, Department of the Army, it's made available at usarmy.mil, Army Knowledge Online. So it's a public information document. Internment and resettlement operations. That's probably what would be used in the event of a pandemic and the use of FEMA camps if they were to put those in operations. So this is the document that would probably be put to use. Huh. I went in there and tried to start broadcasting. Yeah, it's like they got the names confused or something. Yeah, I've been knocked off of on chat. It's you know who, basically. Seriously. It's obvious. We've got a couple of viewers, 7 guest viewers here.
Have you been knocked off since I left?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or you didn't restart?
No, I restarted here. We are broadcasting. We are delivering a show, so we've got people in the room, but we can't interact. Okay, ISIS threatens to execute American Peter Kosig. That came in the news today. We've got other things that are popping up. BBC News is talking about the
reaction of different people to
various people who have died. World reacts to ISIS videos showing apparent killing of Alan Henning. And then this other, David Cameron is talking about what their response is. Of course, his response is typical. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these people in the media, big names, the media, are oftentimes just the pundits of the propaganda. So you wonder how many of these people really are aware of the truth. And is he really dead? The Kasich family extends our concern to the family of Alan Henning. Yeah. So these are all people that are expressing their concern via Twitter. But again, no third-party confirmation of the beheading. It's all being mounted through intelligence services. Now, I have not seen the video of it. I probably should look for that. Beheading of Alan Henning. Okay? For lack of any other place to find it. Eight viewers. Okay, acid reflux is in the room. ISIS, David Haynes, Alan Henning, yeah. This is the video, and if you are a young
ISIS
person,
did release another beheading video.
This is another beheading.
This British man has to pay the price for your promise, Cameron, to arm the Peshmerga against the Islamic State. Ironically, he has spent a decade of his life serving under the same Royal Air Force that is responsible for delivering those arms. Your evil alliance with America, which continues to strike the Muslims of Iraq and most recently bombed the Haditha Dam, will only accelerate your destruction. And playing the role of the obedient lapdog, Cameron, will only
sounds like it's professionally done.
Your people
and overdone too.
Well, I think the overdub is
okay. So we're obviously not going to show it any further than that. One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. In the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage, and that's when Twitter and YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos. And then this one, this week, it kind of went under the radar. And then I started thinking, wow, have we reached that point yet where even our ability to see something really awful, if we've seen it twice already, we just can't even get upset anymore?
First of all, I'm still not convinced it's not Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
The accent's similar.
Well, I mean, the big concern a lot of people are having, Sarah, is that this has all been put on, it's faked. And there's also a level of desensitization to these videos. People are just getting tired of seeing the same old propaganda thrown in their face. We're not going to kowtow to terrorists. We're not going to cave into them. So we obviously, as a nation, stand strong there. So why would they be using beheading videos to make us want to go to war? Because the back thought here is that, oh, well, we have to stop these beheadings. The logical mind says, oh, we can't allow this. We have to go to war. But in a way, we're kowtowing to these people. Originally, the beheadings occurred. They said that we should back off of Iraq and stop the attacks on the ISIS forces in Iraq, or the beheadings would continue. That was the original threat from ISIS. Now it's drifted from that completely, and just threatening us in general, like it's inviting us to come get them, basically, which makes me think that this is a false flag operation and an attempt to convert the American people into an angry, warring, hostile group that wants to go out and kick some ass, basically. Same kind of mentality that was so popular right around the World Trade Center attack period, where we started the Iraq and Afghanistan war. So we're seeing this whole thing rev up again, and now the targets are Syria and Iran, which makes me think that they've been angling for this war in every which way, sending economic hitmen into the regions, just like they did in Libya, funding rebels, mind you, just like they did in Libya. And recently, Obama asked for $500 million for rebels in Syria, got it, and then proceeded to launch surgical airstrikes on rebels in Syria, not knowing which rebel is which. What are they wearing? Signs saying they're ISIL or ISIS or Al-Qaeda forces. So this whole thing is a convoluted mess, and the American people, the cautious ones like I am, stand back and say, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we pushing the buttons on World War III? Why are we facing an opponent, not like Muammar Gaddafi, mind you, who had only 5 F-15s? Bashar al-Assad has over 350 big-level jets and helicopters that could easily cause this nation a tremendous amount of suffering. Our air pilots could very well face death in this conflict. So why are we moving more toward an air war in that region? And how are we ever going to repair relations with Vladimir Putin? All the while, we're seeing things happen and spin off in Ukraine, which was caused in a way by Barack Obama creating a power vacuum in Ukraine, when the EU and Barack Obama and other Western leaders offered the Ukrainians $35 billion to leave Russia and to take that bribe to get them out. So that's an economic hit on Ukraine. So all of this is coming out of the original EU directives to virtually try to take over Syria and other countries and Ukraine. The American people who are intelligent realize that we cannot be fooled. Thank you. We're in now. Good. We're up and running.
I stopped broadcasting and I started broadcasting again.
That helped. Good. Shrek told me that would help. All right. I'm going to let you talk to Sarah for a little bit. She's just managing the chat, getting it up and running. But this is the document, folks, we pulled up from 2010. The U.S. Army has for FEMA camps and resettlement programs. We'll be looking at that. Very scary stuff. Sarah believes that this is all part of standard protocol for our country, and there's nothing to be worried about. Thank you, Meow TV.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I do think there's certain standard protocols in place for our country when it talks about internment and resettlement operations. I don't believe that that's necessarily within the United States borders. I think this is a document created by the Army for using in other places. And there's a whole lot. Detainee facilities. The field manual is aligned with another field manual. It provides guidance for commanders and staffs on internment and resettlement operations. It's a paradigm shift from traditional enemy prisoners of war operations to broader and more inclusive requirements of detainee operations. They talk about detainee rehabilitation. They say there's multiple categories of detainees. And they talk about resettlement operations are focused on multiple categories of dislocated civilians. You're owner of JustCast. We changed stream keys today. I can go to the edit page and update your key, please, so you show as live on JustCast. Okay, let me try that. I have to open up my JustCast. Hey, if you're the owner of JustCast, do you guys have the ability to ban other people that are broadcasting on my stream? Like, that's the only thing that has stopped me from really broadcasting over at JustCast.
Just off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that is basically the main reason that I have not been casting at JustCast. Or I have been casting at JustCast, but I haven't really been interacting over at JustCast. Mainly because, as I said, I don't like when people come in to us. I don't like when people come in to what am I? I don't like when people, you know, just come into my stream and start showing their videos of anything they want, and then I'm not able to close out of their streams. It's just so, you know, it's going to interrupt my train of thought, my flow. But however, like another channel I use, StreamUp, I like the fact that I can ban users or at least hide their videos or hide their audios if I don't like what people are doing. So if you, yeah, I can restrict people's streams, ban them. Okay, what are cam locks? No guest can use the cams. Okay. And I understand Ustream. I mean, StreamUp is like that. Emmett Till. I was just talking about JustCast. So let me check out JustCast again. Let me sign in. Let me sign in. Sign in. What's my information on there? 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 This is not right. I don't know what my JustCast username and password are. So,
all right, we're going to drop out a StreamUp tonight. Or should I? Yeah, I'm going to.
We'll drop out a StreamUp tonight.
Okay, great. Or should I? So JustCast is still coming in?
I can't figure it out.
Okay, we'll do that another time. Okay, great.
Yeah, I can't seem to log in over there.
Back just, yeah.
So for some reason it picked up as soon as I went to justcast.org, it started picking up my mic, even though I wasn't broadcasting there on the main site.
I don't think Mark would be hacking us.
Weird.
The most likely
that was justcast.audio issues.
Yeah. Yeah, we have phone call operations available if anyone wants to call in. The question that I really have is, will these plans be put in place, or are we just freaking out, you know? Does anyone get the impending feeling that there's going to be a pandemic and we'll all be, you know, carted off to the FEMA camps or RFID chipped or vaccinated or all this crap? Right after Eric Holder did it? Okay. So let's look into this document a little bit, see what's going on. Military Police Command, Police Brigade, Police Battalions. The MPC is a theater-level organization that is responsible for military police functions performed at echelons above corporations.
David's not square with the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it looks better. Yes, much better.
What do I look like?
I don't know. It just looks like.
Oh, it's like I have a big, huge belly or something. Yeah. Okay. Now, these police officers, paramilitary units, much like Meow TV, would be used to maintain order in the event of a pandemic. There'd be even a chaplain to give you your last rites. And the unit ministry team. So there'll be people on board available to read you your last rites as you drift into Ebola hell. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Alfred Hitchcock, right. Let's just wander through the document. Guard force. They're going to need guards, yeah, to contain all the people that will be screaming, looking for help, dying from Ebola. Dun, 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 dun. I have that music. I was playing it earlier. Yeah, I love music. Okay, back to you.
Well, I believe that this document is for when the military's in other countries, and then they have to they come across.
Right. Well, if you're on the red list and you're going to be sent to one of these FEMA camps, Sarah, what are you going to do when they tell you you're one of the bad guys who's some sort of a civil disobedient person? You know what happens then? You're going to be put on the blue list or on the red list.
So I'm not here to freak you out. I don't want to be like Alex Jones.
Just read the last. You keep moving it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was trying to show you something to read, and yet
the guard force shifts
up to the previous page.
The guard force provides
previous page.
Okay.
Multinational representative. Read that.
Oh, the multinational representative coordinates visits to include inspections of conditions for detainees captured by their forces and coordinated with the detention facility commander and the commander before they participate in interviews. So this is for overseas operations?
Yes.
Oh. Captured by, there's nothing about overseas operations. This is basically a multinational representative coordinates, like a UN officer coordinates visits to include inspections of conditions for detainees captured by their forces and coordinated with the detention facility commander. There's no mention of overseas operations.
Well, there's a mention of multinational representative. You wouldn't need a multinational representative if it weren't overseas.
Not necessarily, because the document itself allows for UN authorized participation. Dave, you need to leave Law Live? They have an agenda against me? Really? I made that network. You can't get rid of me. Go ahead.
Hi, Dave. It's Stuart.
Hey, Stuart. What's up?
Hey.
What's your question, man?
Pretty good.
Spit it out.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Hey.
I got it. What is your question about Ebola? Are you okay? No, I'm not on Stream Up right now, Shrek. I dropped off. Do you want me to be on Stream Up? Guard Force Ship Supervisor. Okay, well, Stewart has Ebola. He needs to go to some sort of a doctor, 9/11. Capture, initial detention screening. Personnel conducting detainee operations must ensure that these operations are performed in a manner that provides for the humane treatment and care of the detainees, thereby reducing the probability of incidents of abuse involving U.S. armed forces and detainees. You see, they care. Humane treatment. See that?
Yes.
Humane treatment. So there's nothing to worry about when taken to the FEMA camps.
In sustaining goodwill among the indigenous population.
Right. Goodwill among the indigenous population. Okay. See? Critical in sustaining goodwill among the indigenous. Now, this is very true whenever our government takes over areas. Sarah believes this is for basic, like, Iraqi operations procedures.
Or any other country, for that matter.
Sustaining goodwill among the indigenous nations. There you go. All righty. Well, that makes me feel so much better, warm and comfy. Oh, okay. Okay, I was live, but I was not there. Thanks, Shrek. Well, I'm glad you created an account. We use StreamUp as a backup. Every single time there's a problem on Vaughn. So you guys can use that StreamUp site as a backup if you are there.
Yes, you can pass out flyers with David's name on them.
Yeah.
I even have a link to some flyers that we've created that you can print out, or perhaps your viewer can make even better ones.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we are running a Hangout on our YouTube site right now, Fadu.
You can always
We can invite you there. You got a colon there. We can invite you to the Hangout right now. We can do that. We're live as a Hangout, and we record this broadcast every night. I don't have a problem with my hairdo. It's good. Yes, but not following chat there. You know, we haven't quite figured out how to follow chat there at the Hangout. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Go to the event page, I suppose.
Let's do that. Hang on. Copy. Let's follow chat over there. I'm curious. Let me start it up over here. We interrupt this devolution program to bring you our event. This is our event. Let's see if there's chat going there. Freedom is under attack. See? We're broadcasting right now, live. How about that? Subash is going to watch. Good. Where's our chat room there? Let's take a look and open it up. Full screen. I don't see a chat room there. Do you?
No.
It doesn't have a chat room there. Do we have to start a chat room?
I don't understand how it works as far as the chat room goes.
Yeah. I don't get the chat over there. Got to put him up around car.
Settings top right corner, open chat in here.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to get the bumper stickers over at Cafe Press updated too. I should do that tonight. I've been putting it off for about a year and a half.
Viewer, live. Where's the settings? Enhanced. Oh, settings.
Voice. Yeah, we're good.
Cancel.
Doesn't seem to be a chat feature. Looking for chat.
Oh, maybe over here.
There we go. Okay. To list all available chats, enter / asterisk / question mark /. So there's people out there chatting right now. Interesting.
I don't know if anyone's actually chatting.
See, I don't think Google really has taken off like Vaughn. They haven't really dedicated a lot of time or money to
So now
this
it's
effort.
open? Okay, we got it open.
It's open. This website just gets worse and worse for glitches. Yeah, I understand, Bobcat Bob, and it's not just the website. I am under direct attack from a certain person who didn't get into our show tonight and is pissed off. There's so many users on Google Plus than here. Yeah, if only we could tap into them, Foo Dude.
So
how do we tap into them? Send out more subscriptions? You know, we've only got like 25 subscribers to that Hangout. Yeah.
All right, we'll start opening up the
Rogers
chat.
goes down a lot, really. Is Mark going to charge for Vaughn coming up in 6 months?
Well, he's already taking advertising dollars.
No, but I mean, is he going to charge people to get in and just
chat or broadcast?
Chat or broadcast. You know,
I don't
that's the
think
question.
so.
Our channel on YouTube is youtube.com/America's Third Party. Dave, you have a 50-second delay on YouTube. I will stay here. Okay, it's a 50-second delay. That's what I thought. Oh, really? Mark Vaughn is Jewish? I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I know there's a big delay on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, and the Hangouts are auto-recorded to YouTube, and that's why we're doing it, because we want a copy of our show.
But I'll start to open chat from now on. But when I open chat, can people just automatically join the chat when they go to my events page? How do they join my chat room?
Yeah, we have to send out a.
Says yes.
Yeah, we have to send out a subscription offer, a membership offer to all our people. How many people are following us at Google Plus? I wonder.
Not many.
Yeah, so we need more of those people in order to get the viewers up.
No, so I don't have to. I used to have to invite them to do that, but I don't have to send an invite to make them part of my stream or something like that.
Okay, here the detainee facilities are treated in the same basic fashion as any base camp. The same basic planning considerations are taken into account. Some detainee facilities will be subordinate to a larger base camp, but they may also be at separate locations. While the basic planning criterion for all base camps are valid for detainee facilities, there are specialized considerations that must be added to those baseline criteria, like the furnaces that were installed in most of the facilities. All of the incinerators are operational and ready to go in the event of a pandemic. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the detainee facilities.
Wait, let me chat.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, my Google is plus America's Third Party, so let me see if this works. All right, let me try it first before I give it to you, because David's got all this thing open.
It's okay. We'll just check it out right now. We got time. I'm glad we're working through some of these specs, because if we do have to switch to Google Hangout as a future resting location for our show.
That doesn't work.
Ooh, there's an actual www.com. I didn't realize that. That's pretty funny. I think you have a dot in there.
I will check it. Thank you.
Big A. It's a big A, huh?
I don't think it really matters, but
okay.
Thank
you, Lollipop Soccers. Yeah, there we go.
You either do plus.google.com, or it does work if you do just google.com/plus America's Third Party.
Thank you, DJ Bad Boy.
Why don't you guys all go, if you're Google Plus people, you can follow us. There's our information for America's.
When it's set up for a live event, it's automatic. Few dude.
Oh, yes, true. Thank you, Shrek. Yes, do not put any kind of flyer inside a mailbox, because anything that goes in a mailbox requires postage.
Right. Thank you for doing that, Shrek.
But you can put it on.
We need to get some new flyers going too, more relevant to the Ebola crisis. You see, I don't understand why our government hasn't limited travel from Africa into the U.S. I have no idea why they are not reacting quickly, and that's why I'm reaching to the hinterlands for answers, and I'm popping up all these concerned sites. My sister sends me websites, conservative sites that are concerned that this is a false flag operation designed to actually spread the disease. And when globalresearch.ca had that great article I showed you earlier, where they were told to start getting ready for Ebola in October back in July. So how did they know that October was the time for them to gear up for this Ebola crisis in America, unless this is some sort of a planned event? That means that it could be a false flag event designed to either spread the disease, God forbid, but that's a possibility, or just create panic in America and see how we react. I mean, any number of possibilities could be the reason.
Hey, how come your sister hasn't been on lately?
My sister was on the chat recently, but not on our political chat show. She came into our gaming show yesterday and the day before.
Have any countries limited travel? Well, a few. I mean, I remember about a month ago there were certain African countries that shut down their own borders.
Yeah.
Was it Liberia or
I think Liberia did shut down their border, but it's not keeping people from leaving. And if a person has Ebola,
so it's just keeping people from coming in. I don't understand.
I don't know.
A shut down border. Let's Google that.
I just wanted to get to the design of the facility so everyone could see what their new home would be like. But we don't have to talk about it. It's okay. They've worked out all these ways of creating the facility so it serves people better within the confines of the double level chain link fence with barbed wire. It was very nice of them to set it up this way so that it would actually be a plan. Here's the destruction or the deconstruction of the Georgia Guidestones. Wow. Destruction of the recent 2014 report date. Oh, really? So it was destroyed. Thanks, Drag King. This recently placed block has been publicly destroyed. Really? Cast down to earth on September 25th. So the block was knocked down. I wonder who knocked it down. And there it is. Pretty somber music, don't you think? Yeah, we pulled Rodney from the show. He's no longer participating.
Yes, Alphadag, I can read your chat finally.
We can read your chat. All right, so where does this go? I mean, it's 16 minutes of nonstop celebration, or?
No, MM does not stand for Masonic Mason. MM is...
Oh, it's kind of a detailed analysis of the rock that fell down. Well, that's special. Okay.
Would you agree that our government is inept?
Yeah, that's my point. It's inept. They can create all these plans to incarcerate civilians, civilian detention plan, but they can't seem to keep Liberians who are infected with Ebola from coming into our country by plane. I would think a lot of Liberians would drain their checking accounts and hit the planes as fast as they can, hoping that they'd get treated and save their life in America. It's a logical conclusion that they're going to freak out and get in planes. And they're going to be coming here in hordes, and our president hasn't even made a logical conclusion from the reality that anybody who's sick and dying, knowing they're going to probably die, is going to finance their trip to America, the promised land. Thank you, DJ Bad Boy.
Okay, so if you think the government is inept, how can they have something so insidious in mind without totally screwing it up?
Well, the process of screwing it up is the insidious part. They're willfully allowing the virus to enter our country. That creates the conspiracy theory. Why are they willfully allowing the virus to enter our country? These are the questions that you should be asking yourself. Librarians are more attractive. And Inskib, Carlos Danger got her own site there. Look at that. The Carlos Danger site. Wow, look at that.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, thank you. Good to know.
Well, David can follow that person.
I don't follow anybody on Instagib, but it's kind of cool to know that people have their own gaming sites going. David, does Africa sell oil to China? If so, it might explain the Ebola. There is some oil going into China. Yes, the Chinese have invested heavily in Nigeria. And the oil pipelines that have been fought over recently by people just actually taking the pipelines down and using them for scrap metal, basically cannibalizing the pipeline, has posed a problem for China and the US and anybody else who's investing in Nigeria. Carlos Danger is just somebody who follows me on my gaming show, Suplanto. President Ebola is killing America. That's right. So it's a willful act to kill the American people, and that alone raises a huge bar of concern, and I know that's why people are trying to go out and start getting a third-party candidate on the ballot for the presidency. It's a no-brainer at this point. We absolutely need a third party. We've needed it the past 2 elections, but more so now than ever. Well, let's be clear. I guess those shovel-ready jobs aren't so shovel-ready after all. All right, so this is a nice little tent set up with administrative buildings, and I found it really interesting to see all the blocks. You see these? Mm-hmm. They all come together in a block. You see how all blocks are surrounded by other blocks? Much like a prison. It's cell blocks. It's not that they want anyone to have a comfortable place to stay while being detained, civilian detention. It's designed to keep them within the perimeter, always. Doesn't that make you suspicious? That maybe they're trying to create a concentration camp here? I mean, think about it. Go ahead.
With the caveat that this is a plan for implementation in a system, in a situation where where we are in an active conflict within the borders of another country.
Okay.
Then it makes completely logical sense.
Okay. All right. I see your point. Point well taken. Sarah's got a very strong point. This is just human intelligence support, medical support, you know.
Because, I mean, you've even talked about when we embed our troops with soldiers from another country, until we know exactly what we're dealing with, it makes sense to lock down and detain.
Does it help if I read this? Yeah, I could read this with a German accent. Would that help?
No.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, I guess I'll just wrap it up here. We're going to close out of that. Would you rather talk about ISIS and the new beheading? No. We still can't confirm whether the first beheading was real. Okay, and this is the Georgia Guidestone link. We'll look at that a little later. This is the devolution template, which I sent you.
Which I believe the devolution of operations is designed so that any corporation can have an emergency plan in case something were to happen within that organization. I think of it kind of like a will for a corporation. You know, just okay. Like an individual will have a will in case something were to happen to them in their life, and so that they can have their statement of what they want to happen, who they want, which assets they want to be give to their loved ones.
This is
this is kind of for me what I see this operation of devolutions or devolution of operations is really the way a corporation can continue to exist with the knowledge of what the former, you know, at that time it would be former, but with the knowledge of what would the corporation want to happen in case of an emergency, and in case their president or CEO or COO or CFO, any of these individuals that were very vital to an organization, if something were to happen to them, then what would their intent be for their corporation?
I got it. You know, I understand. You think it's just a standard document that we are to transfer management authority.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, this came in 1938, cost of living. Look at the perspective. A new house costs $3,900.
Wow.
Average income was $1,731 a year. New car is $860. You get a Model A for that. Model A's came down in price, by the way. You know, when Model T's came out, they were like $1,600. And by the time the Model A came out, it was down to around $900. Mass production really lowered the price. Whereas nowadays, mass production doesn't seem to lower the price. It seems to just give venture capitalists more money. All right. And then here, Ebola in the U.S. disaster teams were notified they would be activated in October. This is the article I was telling everybody about. It's the Global Research article, which telegraphed that the government would be dealing with an Ebola crisis in October. And I said, doesn't that reek of false flag? Doesn't that in any way make people wonder if they knew in advance this would be happening? How could they possibly telegraph this without planning it?
What is this again?
It's from Global Research. It basically says that they were notified months ago that they would be activated in October. Ebola in the US. That's what it says. This is a telltale sign that there's something being manufactured at the propaganda level and then eventually deployed in a real way. A public tweet from a large government supplier of emergency response products specializing in high-risk events says the disaster system response teams were told to prepare for to be activated in the month of October. That's the revelation. Okay? Months ago, before October, they were told. It may sound outlandish, but in August, the SHTFplan.com posted a video of a State Department official's remarks to reporters about developments in Africa. In her statement, she specifically referred to the growing crisis as an Ebola attack, suggesting that not only has the virus been weaponized, but the U.S. government knew it was not a naturally occurring event. Okay? This is the worst possible scenario. A government being controlled by moneyed elitists, global elitists, who have taken control of the operations of our nation, government operations, and are implementing a plan to infest our nation. Now, I reported on our show that fluoride in every municipal water supply does not have any logical scientific basis for being there. And no one seems to realize that we are being poisoned in our water supply with fluoridation. Similarly, no one seems to care that that they are literally implementing a plan to weaponize Ebola and push it into the American people. Thank you. Well, let's be clear. I'd like to read off the teleprompter now. Well, the fact that the U.S. Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases is involved suggests that either the Ebola virus or the vaccine, or both, have been weaponized. Weaponization aside, go ahead.
Cleanser. You weren't supposed to like.
Plastic coffins. Oh, here's a plan.
Shovel-ready jobs.
Here's shovel-ready jobs. These are jobs for all people who want to work near CDC.
Shovel-ready jobs.
Yeah.
It's digging graves.
It's a shovel-ready job. Yeah. Very, very sad, morbid joke, but yeah.
Wait, here, you want to click on this NPR link?
No, I'm not impersonating Bill Cosby. I'm impersonating Barack Obama. But you might as well call him Bill Cosby. It doesn't even matter, does it? Now, seriously, how contagious is Ebola? Seriously. Okay. I seriously want to know.
I'm
just bringing it up. Number of people that one sick person will infect on average is called RO. Here are the maximum RO values for a few viruses. Ebola is 2, HIV is 4, SARS is 4, mumps is 10, measles is 18, hepatitis C 2. Okay. Holy moly, there's a case of Ebola in the US. The first reaction was understandable. There's no question the disease is scary. The World Health Organization now estimates the virus has killed about 70% of the people infected in West Africa. The Ebola case in Dallas is the first one diagnosed outside of Africa. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Tuesday. And the healthcare system in Texas didn't quarantine the man right away. He was sick with Ebola and contagious for 4 days before he was admitted to the hospital. They're really covering their tracks here on NPR. Okay, but when you look at the health officials that responded to the case in Dallas, they seem cool as cucumbers despite the initial misstep. I have no doubt that we will control this importation or case of Ebola so that it does not spread widely in this country, said the director of the CDC, Dr. Tom Frieden. Why is Frieden so sure this virus won't spread beyond a handful of cases? It boils down to something called RO. The reproduction number, or R naught, is a mathematical term that tells you how contagious an infectious disease is. Specifically, it's the number of people who catch the disease from one sick person on average in an outbreak. You know, I think I've seen enough. I'm just as concerned as I was earlier. And here's Drag King. He says nothing, the global incidence map. Check this out. Well, I can tell you that I'm not as concerned as I was 2 days ago. after reading a lot of this stuff, but a lot of this is like fluff. It's designed to make me feel good. You know, it's feel good kind of stuff. Well, let's be clear. That didn't really go over, did it? All right, so thank you everyone for participating so far. We got about 10 more minutes of the show just to talk about general issues. Tonight is Freedom Friday, and as you know, the NSA is watching over our personal lives on a daily basis. We don't have any privacy anymore, and American people are really okay with that. I think most people just say, yeah, that's fine. Okay, here's the outbreak map. But in reality, what we are seeing is a slow migration. In Calgary, they removed fluoride from their water supply a few years ago. It's Chalk Circle, thank you. We're seeing a slow takedown of our rights, slowly. So we are essentially people standing up against takedown of our rights. That's what my personal freedom stance is. Okay, so let's take a look at that stuck in traffic one. Oh no, that's for tomorrow. Did something just come in the chat that I missed?
Yeah, that you were going to move over there.
The global incident map. Okay, here it is. That's what was taking apart. Yeah, that's what locked up our thing. The global incident map is having a little problem loading. Yeah, I banned a certain person from our show tonight because, or prior, he was very, very rude and has taken liberties and will no longer be invited back in our show. Now, I've gone back and forth on that many times, too many to even count, but now it's seemingly a permanent state. Okay, here is the map that we were bringing up for global outbreaks.
That's pretty cool.
This is in real time. Cool. That's why it was taking a while to open up.
It's very cool.
Cool. Low path avian flu detected. Okay, so if we go to Liberia, what's this? This is in Chad, African swine fever detected. Let's see if it shows. Whoops. Zambia. I think I just jumped too far into it. India is getting hit. Are you outbreaking? David, are you outbreaking? I'm not outbreaking, but we'll go there. A man is wandering the street contaminating by contact. What? I must say this global incident map is cool, but it takes a while to load. You was out and about, okay. A parabola. It's a parabola? A parabole.
Parabole.
Yeah, this isn't happening. All right, well, thanks for the link.
We should copy that link for later.
Yeah, we should.
You have it?
No, I don't. I have to go grab it again. And we have to sit there and watch it open.
Okay, just wait. No, you don't have to watch it open. Just let me
grab the link. Yeah. All right, thanks, Drag King. Copy link location, yeah. You know, I'm thinking of making some colloidal silver. I've got a silver coin right now. If I drop it in gelatin, will it create colloidal silver? Does anybody know?
I doubt it.
If I get some like standard variety gelatin, colloidal, make my own. Well, let's be clear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, cold cleanser. If you can move down to the southern point of Chile without being eaten alive by insects and snakes, I think it's a great place to live. Well, make no mistake about it. Michelle and I are probably going to be living in the Cayman Islands.
Thanks, CT Laura.
Where I've socked away billions of dollars working side deals with the World Bank. It's Michael David. Well, it's David Michael. Oh, it's Michelle. I'm sorry. It's Michelle David. It's not Michelle. Well, Michael and I are going to be in the Cayman Islands
working on our book, Me and My Transgender, and the audacity of lying to the American people for 6 years. And then we're going to go ahead and cash out some of those Cayman Island trust accounts that were set up in our name. So the joke's on the American people. And no one will be able to prosecute Barack Obama once he's in the Caymans. That's right. Bleach is the perfect medicine for Ebola victims. It will kill the virus. So if we were to spray bleach on top of Liberia, a mass spraying of bleach, like a light dose, kind of watered down, so it kind of gives you kind of green hair, it would clean the streets from all the fecal matter. I'm thinking of an airborne disinfectant, maybe Lysol, basin tub and tile or something, sprayed over the entire landscape, kind of like a foaming agent. What do you think? It's a lot better than committing a mass murder. I mean, people have really gotten angry at me for talking about carpet bombing Liberia. So, bleach carpet bombing, yeah, something more natural, something that won't hurt people. Scrubbing bubbles, good, I like that. Let's start making a politically correct way of disinfecting Liberia without hurting the people. I hear you, Meow TV. It's all part of the big plan. Cult Cleanser says the comments about Michelle really make you reconsider taking me seriously. I know. Many people don't think for a second that Michelle is a dude, except for the late Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers actually went on camera 3 weeks before she died, a strange and bizarre death, in which she said that she was indeed aware of Michelle being a man. And I gotta ask yourself, if Joan Rivers is dead now, maybe her life means something, okay? Maybe it's something more to her. You may want to look at this. Now she's going to say right before she says anything, she's going to say she doesn't choke. And she ended up choking when somebody came in and performed an illegal procedure on her larynx, snipping and doing a biopsy of her vocal cords, which she indeed did not sign off on, which had no real justification. Let's listen in.
Is this like a new cottage career move for you? I'm so excited.
Okay.
I should do very well because I don't choke. And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. So you're saying that Joan just died a natural death from being illegally operated on, where she choked and went into cardiac arrest. And America's Third Party believes that she was speaking the truth. And Cult, whatever your problem is, Cult Cleanser, you need to start recognizing that Michelle Obama may very well be a dude. It may come out within your lifetime. The truth may be heard. She said it's okay because she's part of I think Joan Rivers was part of the people in the know that they all know Michelle's a transgender, but they can't talk about it publicly. And when she did talk about it publicly, she may have risked her life. Sarah and I looked at each other that night and said, yeah, she'll be alive for 3 more weeks. And sure enough, she died 3 weeks later. We're not taking calls from you, Honest Frank. Sorry. There's too many people angry at you online, and I don't want to give you any airtime on Vaughn right now. Show the picture. Okay, here comes the picture, the telltale sign, and we usually talk about this in our show. I'm going to ask, I'll put the picture over Sarah, so you won't be in the picture, Sarah. But you can just stay in the show, but Sarah won't be in the picture. I'm just going to put the picture up. Is that okay? Or you don't have to.
I guess I don't care.
Well, here's Michelle Obama with her Adam's apple. I think everybody needs to see that. Now, the possibility that our country has been lied to by these people, these imposters, is very real. The possibility that they were never anything that we believe they were is very real too. Our nation may very well have been deceived all these years. That's the picture I'm talking about. This is not a Photoshop picture. This is an actual picture taken of Michelle Obama one day. And yeah, she basically, well, it looks more and more like she is possibly a dude. But I don't have a problem with transgender in the office of the First Lady. I have a problem with people lying to me. All right? On that note, I bid you adieu. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. And may you have a wonderful evening, and don't get within 3 feet of anybody you know, and certainly not anybody you don't know. Try to avoid contact with people at all costs. I'm not trying to alarm you. I'm just saying be precautious, because it's a way of living, being precautious. Goodbye, Sarah. Thank you. Bye, Shrek. Yeah. Make it 6 feet. Suplanta likes Ebola. Wow, good night. Save a message. Sarah will get a nice massage. Yes. I give her basically a shiatsu massage with my fingers. Trained in the art of shiatsu. At least I'm not a Rolfer. They're really, really tough. People that Rolf. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in. And let's take a look at what life was like back in the 30s. Look at this. This is amazing. Ground coffee, eggs. Look at that. 10 pounds of granulated sugar for 59 cents. A post office stamp, 3 cents. Gasoline, 10 cents per gallon. Thank you. You're going to Lethal Dose? Okay. Doug Holio is trying to promote his show. The complete story about Joan Rivers' death. Cut her off the air? Okay, that's interesting. Joan Rivers had surprise throat biopsy that cut off her air supply, source claims. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, she would have been okay if the unplanned biopsy was performed in a hospital instead of an outpatient clinic. That's right. Yorkville endoscopy. Only deals with digestive issues, not vocal cord biopsies. Very interesting. Thank you. All right. So tonight, Freedom Friday brings you movies about freedom, what it means to us, how to get out of a situation if you're in a tough situation. Yeah. This is a situation I'm going to describe which can happen to anybody. Being pulled over by a California police officer and threatened with an illegal car search. Check this out. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say that we will be back tomorrow with an anti-war rally at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock Pacific time. We're going to be stopping the war in Syria that's seemingly on the minds of Democrats and Republicans, trying to get to the bottom of why we're being pushed into a war with Syria. We'll be talking about that tomorrow night. Take care.
Where are you guys going from here?
What was the problem? Why did you pull me over?
Why did I pull you over? Because we have a lot of problem with fraud rental cars in here. And I see you guys all split when I come into the lot, the way you guys were parked. So I just want to make sure that
is this one fraud?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so I'm free to go, right?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
where you guys heading?
I'm being detained, or I'm free to go.
No, I'm asking you a question, but you can be pulled out of the car and I can search it if you really want.
How is that?
Any way I want. Doesn't mean I can use what I find, but I can do it. So you want to do that? You want to play that game, little hard ass, or you want to go back to Ricky?
No. All I'm saying is.
Don't talk shit.
I'm not talking shit.
You guys are all over there, a bunch of tatted up gangsters and everything, hanging out.
I'm not a gangster.
Yeah, but you're all tatted up. You're sitting there.
My son's name? My son's name?
You can't even park the damn car right. You're over there, she's all tatted and everything else. You're not even from around here, all right?
I was taking a picture. How am I talking shit to you, officer?
You're talking shit. Am I being detained or what? I told you you could go, right? So go.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Andrew Breitbart was murdered. Speaking to an audience weeks before his death, Breitbart claimed he had videos that would end the political career of U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama. I have videos. This election, we're going to vet him. We are going to vet him from his college days to show you why racial division and class warfare are central to what hope and change was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, parents do that quite often because they hate each other after marriage. Check trivia. Okay, just 2 more minutes.